I was out riding with one of our dealers in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and it was one of my first experiences really with dealing with Amish dairy farmers. And these guys, they all had cows, you know, that they had the names, but they knew a whole lot about silage inoculants. And I was really impressed that these guys that were milking, you know, 40 cows or around that area knew this much about silage inoculant. Well, while we were there, we went to this one dairy, and I was in the truck with the route guy, and as we pulled into the driveway, we were talking with the dairy farmer, and he tells us that you know, he's satisfied with his current vendor, and he didn't want to switch. And he was mentioning, he said, well, silage inoculants are really becoming a hot topic in the industry. He said, just a few months ago I read this article, and it had a graph in there. It was in this Northeast Forage magazine, and which we were in the Northeast, so it made sense. But I was asking him, which article is it? And he said, oh, I can't remember. It's in the big magazine, you know, that comes free. And he said it was a really great article. Well, it just so happened that I had written an article in the magazine back in March, and a few months later, here I pull it out. I show it to this dairyman. I said, "Is it this article?" And he said, "Oh yeah, this is the article." And I said, "Well, do you recognize the guy that's on the cover?" And he said, "Oh no, I don't recognize. I've never seen this guy before." And I was wearing a hat and some glasses, and I pulled it off, and I said, and the route guy I was with said, "Oh, this is him." And the guy had the most astonished look on his face. So then we had to get out of the truck and go tour around the dairy, and we got the great tour. And at the end, he came back and said, "Well, you better give me a price for your stuff, and you come back and see me, and we'll talk about it." So I helped to make a sale for sure there. But it was so cool to have this guy from Lancaster, Pennsylvania, this small Amish farmer that that was telling somebody about the article a few months later.
Yeah.
He had no idea it was me, so it was cool. It was a really good story.